Chapter 2 A Rare Gift of Love. Once upon a time, a couple lived in a town. They longed for a baby for quite some time. By the grace of God, very soon they came to know that they are going to be blessed with a child. Often, both of them would talk about their child, what name they are going to choose, in which school the child would be sent, etc. The time passed by like this, and soon the day arrived when they became the proud parents of a baby boy. They were extremely happy to be parents. The mother was very curious to see her child, and she asked the nurse, "Can I see my baby?" The baby was wrapped in a nice, beautiful baby sheet. When the bundle of joy was cuddled up in her arms, she was at the top of the world, and she turned the fold of the sheet to look upon his divine face. Her breath stopped for a moment, and she was shocked. The doctor also had no words to console her, and started looking out into the sky through the hospital window. The baby had been born without ears. The couple was stunned and could not utter a word. They decided to take shelter of God only. Time passed by, but there was one thing to cheer up, and it was that the baby's hearing was perfect. It was only his blemished appearance that the outer ears were missing. The baby grew up and started going to school. One day, when he rushed home from school and got into his mother's arms, the mother could presume that her son's life was going to be miserable. The boy cried and revealed the tragedy to his mother that very often boys bully him in the school, tease him and call him a freak. He grew up and became handsome. He was a favorite among his teachers. He developed an inborn talent in literature and music. His mother would often suggest him to mingle with other young people. Many a times, both the parents thought to find a solution to this problem, as they could not see their child feel humiliated anymore. The father had a long discussion with the family physician, who suggested that nothing could be done. The only solution to this problem was grafting of a pair of outer ears if they could be procured. 2 years passed by when the search began for a person who would make such a sacrifice for the young man. Lastly, they could find the solution with them. One day, the father told the son that he had to be hospitalized because someone was going to donate a pair of outer ears for him. The son expressed his curiosity to know who that great person was. "The person wants to keep it a secret," told the father. Finally, the day of the surgery arrived. The surgery was carried out by a team of experts and was highly successful, and a new person emerged. His talents flourished into brilliance, and his student life became a succession of achievements. Later, he joined the diplomatic service and got married also. One day, he insisted his father that he must know who sacrificed so much for him. His father patted his back and again made him remember about the promise to which he was bound, so as not to tell who that person was. Time kept their deep secret with itself, but the darkest day came in the life of this young boy. He stood next to his father over his mother's casket. The father slowly and tenderly stretched out a hand and lifted up the thick, reddish-brown hair to disclose that the mother had no outer ears. Father told him that his mother was glad she never let her hair be cut. He asked his son whether he could ever think his mother to be less beautiful. This was an ultimate example of sacrifice which was done by a mother for her child. The son was astonished to see this ultimate example of sacrifice and cried bitterly, embracing his father. It was such an emotional moment for him that he could not utter a word, but only thought that real beauty lies in the heart, not in the physical appearance. Real love does not lie in what is done and known, but lies in what is done and not known. We should remember that whenever we make any sacrifice, no one should know about it. Actual sacrifice is just that is felt. No new words. Grace, blessing, console, comfort at a time of grief or disappointment, stunned, astonish or shock, curiosity, a strong desire to know something, utter, say, ultimate, greatest, best, embracing, hold, hug.